Sometimes when a person leaves you or when they are in a new relationship or they're interested in someone else, that's your way of escape. Sometimes you have to recognize this. A lot of times our pride can kick in, and other times it's your feelings, your emotions, and you're not seeing clearly that what is before you is a way of escape. When a man or a woman, this person that you've always been in a relationship with or a toxic cycle, or even a person you're married to, and they're suddenly interested in someone else, and nothing you're trying to do can bring them to you. They can't commit, they can't do right, they can't think of who they want to be with, and they decide that they want to leave you and go to this person. I know the initial feelings may be panic, denial, you want to fight, you want to get them back, you want to say, you stole my husband, you stole my man, you stole my woman, you stole my wife. But nobody can be stolen, okay? You unless you are being sex trafficked and literally being tied hand and foot, that person was not stolen. That man, that woman was not stolen. They were willing. No one put a gun to their head to make the phone call. They were not being put into the car by men or women in ski masks and being told to go and meet this person and rendezvous. They are not being forced and told that they are going to be Control Alt deleted if they don't return the text message. Everything that they're doing is willingly. They want to do it. So let's get that out of our vocabulary that anybody was stolen. You see, we're in a society where people want two women to be fighting like two rabid dogs, like two pit bulls trying to fight over a man. We're in society where the man is being told, you need to go fight for your lady, when she keeps going out there and hopping the fence like an old hyena, trying to get out there, and you're chasing after her and eventually going to run into someone who's going to hurt you. We're in society where you're being told, oh, if this person is leaving you, then you need to just take them off the face of the planet. You need to threaten that you're going to hurt yourself. You're going to do this. You're going to do that. You have to be vindictive to bring them under control. You have to pretend that this or that is wrong with you to get their sympathy through manipulation. Or they tell you to go burn some candles and do some stuff and go shake under an oak tree to make this person you think you're going to sit and manifest, quote unquote manifest, and get them back, and it's not working. And while you may try to manifest and bring them back and manifest your will, you may be able to sway them somehow, but you'll find you're always having to do something else to keep them. But when they leave, you have to understand that sometimes that is your way of escape. That is your ticket. That is the prison doors being open, and you have to take that opportunity. Sure, you're crying, sure, you're hurting, but aren't you crying already and still being stagnant and in that relationship? Maybe some of you are not crying, but you're in a state of constant anxiety, anger, toxicity, making up to break up, breaking things to make things together, putting things together, feeling regretful for throwing things away and what you broke in that moment. A lot of times when they move on to another person, that is your blessing. A lot of you've prayed and asked God to help you and to help you in this relationship, and the person moved on to someone else. You may be saying, well, God, that's not what I prayed for. But he knows the heart of that man. He knows the heart of that woman. He knows the things that they're doing that you don't see. So when they are no longer interested in you, when they are no longer calling you, when they're no longer responding to you and they seem indifferent, it's painful, but understand it is your blessing. Why? Because now their manipulation tactics and their love bombing or whatever they're going to do can go to somebody else so that you can pick yourself up and escape. You're no longer the quote unquote apple of their eye, if you ever were. Okay, for all you know, you was just a tangerine. You was never the apple of their eye. For all you know, you was just a old Ritz cracker. You was a saltine biscuit. That's it. You were just a stepping stone. You were never the apple of their eye. You were just convenience. You have to take this in. You have to take this in, because when you take this information in and you really face it, this is where you're going to be able to heal. There are people that can tell you when that person left, or that breakup was the best thing that ever happened to him. Because a lot of times your growth and your happiness and finding true love, you're never going to get that as long as you're stuck, still holding this ticket, holding this bus ticket, this train ticket that's been punched already. You'll never reach that if you stay there. You're never going to grow. You're never going to see your potential. You're not going to realize the inner strength that you have, that God has placed in you, as long as you're stuck with Chuck and Chuck it. Understand, guys, that when they leave you and when they step away and when their interest is elsewhere, a lot of times that is your blessing right there. That is your way of escape. Take it. Don't be afraid. You have probably been with this person for so long that you believe their lies and you feel like there's nothing else and no one else and no hope, but there is. When they leave you, it's going to hurt. But understand, eventually, as you grow and you move forward and you separate yourself and you mature and you heal, the pain will fade away and you're going to grow. And you're going to become the person who you need to be in society, as a person, as a brother or a sister, as a citizen, and maybe even as a husband and a wife. For the person who God always had for you, who's waiting for you right now. Whether you're with a person or not, that's not what we're looking for. But you should look forward to finding yourself and being whole again.